Hello.
Hi there.
Thank you for arriving punctually. I'm sure people will be tripping. And do you guys want to move up to the front? Since there's... Just move it. You guys can move up. Did you want to? No? Okay. That's why. I don't bite.
Yeah, you do.
It's not what we heard.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, good. A couple more people are coming in. Hi. Okay. Well, I am Joanna Angel, and this is my very first novel that I've written. It's called Night Shift. Hi. Thank you for coming. Thank you. So this book is called Night Shift. It's fiction. It's a choose your own erotic fantasy fiction book. I know a lot of people were mistaken and just assumed because I'm a woman in the adult film industry that the first book that I wrote was going to be a memoir and a whole book about porn gossip. But it's not. It's fiction. Obviously, you know, experiences from my life are in here, and people I've met throughout my adventures have been fictionalized and put into the book, but none of this actually happened. But yeah, it's in the choose your own adventure format, so I picked a little section and I figured you guys could tell me where I go next. And I figured that's what we'll do. So thank you everyone for coming, and this is the very first night of my very first book tour on my very first book. So I really appreciate this. I've always loved writing. I was part of lots of different writing clubs and writing workshops, and I went to open mic nights and would read stories a lot in high school, even in middle school, I would do that. So writing's always been something I enjoy doing. I did not have a ghostwriter. This was completely written by me with the help of a wonderful editor who fixed my mistakes. But yeah, I'm very excited to see what people think. So I'm going to start. It's
Mic stand for you.
oh, a mic stand. Thank you.
Hey, Joanna.
Good. Okay, so I'm starting not quite at the beginning of the book, but yeah. Okay. So for those of you that didn't read the summary, this book is it's about a girl that works at an adult video store. She's just graduated from college. The main character's name is Taryn, and she finished college with a degree in English, which was what I graduated with a degree in, and she isn't so sure what to do with her life, and she winds up getting a job at a porn store near her parents' house. And it's about the adventures that happen there. Okay, so I'll begin to read. It's Saturday night, the freaking weekend. Most people my age will be gearing up for a night of bar hopping and one-night stands. As for me, I will be spending Saturday among vibrators, silicone dongs, and films as fine as Grand Theft Anal No. 7. Who's to say who's having a sexier night? My shift has just begun, and the owner of the store, Sandy, is here. My mother's mother died when I was 3 years old, and my father's mother died just before I was born. So I never had that grandparent that baked you pies and knitted you sweaters. Sandy, however, had a unique grandmotherly charm. She called me Toots and Sweetie Pie, and she gave me kisses on the cheek. But instead of making pie, she made moonshine in her bathtub. She also regularly went on dates with suitors 20 plus years younger than her. And sometime last week, she fornicated with 2 men at the same time. I use the word fornicate because referring to sex as fucking when you're talking about your grandma is wrong, right? I truly never knew a woman in their 70s could have such a healthy sex drive, but like I said, I never had a grandma. On this fine evening, she wore bright pink lipstick, a see-through halter top with giant metallic seashells covering her breasts, paired with stone-washed jeans, red heels, and a fur coat. "You look nice tonight. Why so dressed up?" I asked her. "Well, it's Saturday night, sweetie." "Well, you've got some lipstick on your teeth." "On a Saturday night," I laughed. I pulled out a Kleenex from behind the counter, and she pulled out a pocket mirror and inspected her mouth. "Oh, what a hoot," she laughed hysterically. I had her hold still as I wiped the pink stain off her teeth. Then I continued to restock the dildos. In addition to parading around in faux fur and seashelled boobs, Sandy put out bowls of Cheetos and Chex Mix for the customers, and turned the music, which was a bizarre collection of orchestral versions of current pop songs. I don't think Sandy understood the origin of what these tunes were imitating, in the store for about 4 decibels louder than it usually is. She also made some kind of punch mix that she inconveniently placed right next to the register. I didn't know she would be coming in. Was she here as my boss? Is there something I could be doing differently? I could have put out some Cheetos had I known that I was supposed to. Does she help with the sales? I wanted to ask her, but I also didn't want to give away any sales tactics to any customers. "I think there's a folding table somewhere in the back," I said. "Maybe we can bring it out and put the food and the stuff on there." Sandy nodded, so I brought out the table